Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that lovely little town of Belfair, Washington, or Hickville, USA, as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is my November 2025 Wednesday series video number 2A. So welcome to my channel, everybody. So this month, in the month of November, I was concentrating on my Monday series and my Saturday series with the wonderful Road to Christmas kit. I bought myself 2 kits. I used 1 kit for my Monday series and for my Saturday series as always. But I bought a second kit because I was creating with my good friend Lori and my Aunt Carol with this kit as well. And so I have bits and pieces left over, and I'm using those bits and pieces for my Wednesday series, and I really hope you like what I am going to share with you. So I'm not going to go into detail about what I do on my Monday and Saturday series. I went through that on videos 1A and 1B. We're just going to dive right into this, and I had mentioned how I thought you could use snowflake stamp sets. So today's both videos A and B will be using 2 different snowflake stamp sets. So for today's video, we are going to be stamping snowflakes from the Snowflake stamp set from 2001, these, but our sentiment is I found my snowflake stamp set. Where did it go? I'm bringing in lots of goodies. So we're going to be using the Sparkling Snowflake Sentiment Winter Greetings because it's going to fit in this little labeled with love punch and label, which it is there. Okay, so yes. So I want the winter greetings from this one. Now with card 2B, we're going to be using this sentiment, warm winter wishes, on that card. And we are going to be using the labeled with love, sorry, Grow with Love stamp and dies, this label here with that one. So this is showing you options of what you can do. So we need the winter greetings out of this one. Oh, and I also added that snowflake into this set. We just need the winter greetings out of this one for today. We could put Let It Snow. What is the other one that is in here? Make the Season Sparkle. I think we'll do Let It Snow on the envelope as well, because this one only has the 1 sentiment. So with that being said, I'm going to move all of that aside and put this on a block. Let It Snow on a block, because this is what we'll be stamping with. And we are going to be using... I might as well just unpack all of these. All right, and I have some scratch paper available for that. I'm actually going to do some embossing. Yeah, I'm going to do some embossing on camera. Yeah, you can't actually physically see it when it transitions because my embossing gun doesn't fit all the way up to my desk, but we're going to do some. Who knew? I rarely do this, but we're going to go for it. So what are we using today? We have a card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. It has embossing powder on it because I tried what I was doing. And a white envelope, and has a little bit, a smear of ink there, but it's going to be covered up by 1/2 of the card base from the kit. This is 4 1/4 by 5.5. Now I don't want to adhere this yet to this card base, because I want to stamp on it. Yes, I do. I want to stamp, stamp, stamp. So these are red rubber stamps, and you could do this with the clear ones. Now I will tell you, I'm really particular about embossing. When using Versamark, I like to clean my stamps off in the sink. I use a little bit of Dawn dish soap. Some people may say, oh, you can't do that. Trust me, you can. I use a really old toothbrush, just like the one you see me use in my stamp room here all the time. I keep one at my kitchen sink, and I scrub them after I'm done. So I'm just really OCD about Versamark. So where is my Versamark? My good old Versamark ink pad. We are going to be using Pool Party and Lost Lagoon directly on top of this. And what else are we using? We're using the Labeled with Love punch. So let's start with this, and we're going to emboss this as well. Where is my paper for that? Come on, I had scratch paper here a second ago. Oh, it's under. Here we go. Just some scratch paper. This is thick white. This was misscored, so now it's scratch paper. So we're gonna start with this label. Now I want to make sure it's on here the right way when this goes inside and get scrubbed. Too much hand sanitizer. I want to clean that off. Fuzzy wuzzies are not welcome on the stamp. All right. So it's going to make some noise, guys. I'm turning on my embossing gun. Let me see, where's the embossing powder? Thinking fingers, I know. So you guys might have a tray. I use Old Faithful coffee filter. I do have an embossing tray. I have a big black one too from Stampin' Up. I don't use them. I don't know why. I just don't. I prefer the coffee filter. So embossing gun is turning on. It's sitting on my floor now. So I'm going to ink this up in Versamark. I should have a stamp in Pierce Matte here, because this is... Oh, that's already wrong. So let's flip that over, because we want colored ink. So Versamark, right? Now I want to go with Lost Lagoon. I want it darker than my Sentiment. Just going to go ahead and stamp it here. I don't want to push really hard on this. These are thin lined stamps. They will distort. They're polymer. Just like that. Now, I want to quickly add my embossing powder. Tap it off. Now, this is where, I'm sorry you can't see this because the embossing gun won't reach. But you'll see the end result here in a minute. You just heat it until it starts to change color. And I can turn it off now. I'm going to give it a second. And that is now embossed in the Lost Lagoon. So we're not going to punch it yet. I'm going to move this aside because we're not done. Now we're going to stamp the Winter Greetings. And we're going to use the Pool Party next. So ink, Versamark. You can see it has a bit of that shine to it. Next, Pool Party on top of the Versamark. Winter Greetings. Dump it off. Now I'm gonna, oh, I should have left my gun on. Oh well, give it a second to heat up. Yep, and it's got a nice little sheen to it, and it is embossed. So now I'm going to clean this up. Now you could do this to the red rubber. You could do the same process with all of the snowflakes and emboss all of the snowflakes. I'm not taking that much time to do that. That would take us forever. So no, no. But I did think about it. So that's being done. We're going to now punch this out. Wrong punch. That's for the next video. Next time. Next time on Allie's Wonderland Creations. This is that labeled with love punch. So I'm showing you this label and then the labeled with love. This is labeled with love punch and then the grow with love. I'm going to set that back in its place. So we have our label, and now we can stamp our snowflakes. So I want to do this large snowflake in Pool Party. I'm going to start, I think we'll do stamped. No, we're not going to stamp off. We're going to go here. And I'm going to do a few little ones in Lost Lagoon. Look how pretty that is. We're going to get like 3 of these on here. Portions of them. Not going for all of it. Really, really nice. So that being done with that, I'm going to take this and hopefully I have enough. I just heft on it. I'm going to give it a second. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I'm going to huff on it again and use it on the flap. Got a little bit of detail there. So that one's going to get set to the left. Now we're going to do the Let It Snow in in Pool Party. On the front, we're going to take this one and do it in Lost Lagoon. Let me see, full strength, stamp off. I'm going to stamp there. Okay, envelope is done. Now, we're going to fill in our spots here. We're going to go full strength. Nice and bold snowflakes. We want about 5. 1. We'll do 3 first. 3. Maybe we'll just do 3 of that one. 3 of those. Trying to see. Oh, no, I want 5. 4. We need a little bit more, maybe down there. Maybe a little bit more. I can't help myself. Okay, those are done with that one. So this one here, I wonder if I should do some Coastal Cabana in there. That has a pretty icy blue coloring. Just to be, ooh, look at this one. Yes, this different size snowflake. Let me see. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. So this one's going to come in, let's say here. Oh, really pretty. Really pretty. Yes. There. There. Here. And there. And I think it needs to have a little bit. Look how pretty that is. Okay. We just need a little bit of this on here as well. It has to have some. Oh my, I'm bouncing up and down in my chair here. That is so pretty. That is just gorgeousness. Now, if you're wondering why I've left this, because that's where this is going to go. But this needs a little bit of help, right? It just does. We have this wee little snowflake. So let's start with, I almost think I want the Coastal Cabana in on that. So let me clean that off, because that is just not, I don't know, maybe, decisions. I think we're going to go bold. We're going to do Coastal Cabana. Then we're going to take this one and do these little snowflakes in the pool party. What else do I have? Which one is this one in? Oh, that was the Coastal Cabana. That is just gorgeous. So then I have this great ribbon here. It's got a little bit of dirt there, but this side is perfect. This is going to come through here. And I believe I need a little bit of silver on here. I think it needs a little bit of sparkle. So let me grab, oh, maybe I've got the perfect thing. I've got some washi tape. No, not perfect. But look at this. I've got this silver foil, and we have that silver on top of it to run through it. We'll have to do a little bit here. Yes, I really like that. But I want to stamp snowflakes on this ribbon. And I was going to run that ribbon all the way around it. But now that I'm thinking about it, do I want to run it? I was going to do almost like a belly band around the entire card base. Around, I have plenty of it to do that too. I think we will do that. Oh, and I was going to punch a snowflake in Pool Party. I have this great snowflake here that I got at the thrift store, plus my 15% off. And where is my scrap DSP? Not DSP. I had scrap. Let's stamp the ribbon. So we're going to take it this way, because I need at least, let's just do it this way. We need, how much ribbon do we need? 12 inches. So let's cut the ribbon. $12 of ribbon. We are going to stamp snowflakes on the good side. So we have to get, I got to clean that off because I set that stamp on top of that one. So we got to clean these off because I want all the colors on there. So the big one was in the Pool Party. right? Yes, this big one was Pool Party. So I'm going to stamp here. That's pretty. And here. Pool Party on ribbon. Next, we're going to do the Lost Lagoon stamp. We're going to stamp it here, here, and there. Then we have the Coastal Cabana. Oops, well, I guess that was Coastal Cabana. Well, we'll mix it up here. And I mixed it up again. Okay, we need to move this ink pad out, away from me. We'll just go like that. And we will bring this one back and do some there. Okay, so we have our stamped ribbon. This is gonna, I think this could use a little piece behind it, but we'll have to see what I come up with. Or the snowflake was gonna be it. Did I stamp the inside of my card yet? Negative, Ghost Rider, that is a huge negative. So what was going on the inside of it? Merry Christmas. No, we need something better than that. I need something better than that in my inside of my card, guys. Oh no. Joyful thoughts to you this season. Yes, that's what we're going to use. Joyful thoughts to you this season. So let's go ahead and get that stamped. I know I have a mess going on here. This is what it's like with me creating. We want to make sure we stamp it. Oh, we need to stamp snowflakes down here. This is going to be stamped in the Pool Party because that's what we stamped the front with. Now this was from, I'll show it to you in a second, a paper pumpkin. And we're going to stamp the Merry Christmas. Why does that so not look like Pool Party? Whatever it is, whatever I've done to my ink pad, we're going to keep going with it. See what this comes out as. I bet that's because I didn't clean that off and that had real red on it. That'll teach me. All right. Next, we're going to give these a little clean off, little stamping off. There we go. All right. Check. Done. Next, we need to move this. I need to find my scrap piece of cardstock. I have a big piece of cardstock. That is not it. I want a... I think I actually need Coastal Cabana scrap for my snowflake. I don't know why I think that, but I do. We can always punch it, and if I don't like it, I can get something else. So let's see. Where's that punch? I haven't even tried it out yet. Oh. Okay, I know why it's at the thrift store, because that is a tough punch. Oh, me. But I really need like 2 of these. At least 2. Maybe it's not meant to... Holy cow. That's one tough punch. Oh, okay, not my favorite. But 1, 2, buckle my shoe. All right. We are gonna do that. I'm thinking maybe run a little piece of, where's my little, we need a strip of either Pool Party or another strip of like Coastal Cabana behind it, or maybe Lost Lagoon. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's Coastal Cabana. I would like to go with Pool Party. Let's see if we have any. Oh, there's a little strip. Actually, all I really need are 2 1/2-inch strips. Would do the job. There's one little strip. They just need to be 5 inches, 5.5 inches to go behind here. I'm thinking just a little bit. That you just don't see it. So let's try Lost Lagoon. I really didn't want Coastal Cabana, but that might be the color, whether I like it or not. Okay, let's check out, because I have Lost Lagoon there. And I have a couple, that's not long enough. I'm looking at my scraps first, guys. There's a scrap piece. That's not long enough. Here's a scrap piece. Because I'd like to keep the snowflakes a different color from this. So there's my little bit of Lost Lagoon. To back that with. That will do it. We will have 1, 2, and we're going to do the silver in between there. So that will, I don't like it. I don't like Lost Lagoon. It's going to have to be Coastal Cabana. That is such a surprise to me. It's not what I wanted, but that's what it needs to be. I tried it. You guys saw me. I tried so hard. I don't know why the Coastal Cabana works and those don't. Somebody give me a reason. But the Coastal Cabana, and here I have a whole bunch of scraps of Coastal Cabana in mine. Look at all these. So I just need 2. Like it was meant to be, right? Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get these. We're going to get this glued down to the front of the card. Tombow. Then we'll do the belly band. Needs to go this way. So we're going to use the grid so I get my lines right where I need them. So this one needs to go here. That one needs to go there. We'll give it a little cutting off. hopefully all the way off. Get it back lined up. This one is not long enough, okay. Next piece is exactly the size I need. Right here on this line. Right where my thumb is. Oh, it's not exact. It needs a little trimming there. We need to bring our ribbon. I need some tear tape here from the kit. Yes, I know this is taking a little bit longer than expected, but I can't help that. Sometimes things just do when you're all right, and I'm going to do a couple of thin strips on the inside here. All of this for one card. I know, guys, I can't help it. I see something, and this is where it's leading me down the rabbit hole. My name is Alice, and today I am going down the rabbit hole for one single card. But if it comes out like what I'm seeing it in my head, it will all be so, so, so worth it. And I will be so pleased with it. So this is extra, so we can trim all of that extra off. So it needs, what, a dozen inches of ribbon. A dozen inches. One foot of ribbon will do the job. This now can cover that perfectly. And that was worth it. All of that trouble, look at that. Stunning. Now what I can do is cut half and half of this. I can put the whole snowflakes here, or I can put half and half. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half because I just want to see what it looks like. Because I'm thinking that's all that it really needs. Because I'm thinking it just needs a half and a half here. I'm thinking that's all it really needs underneath there. And we're gonna, do we add the thick silver or just this silver underneath it? See that little bit of sparkle? And then some silver gemstones in here. So we're gonna add this in the center as well. And yes, we're going to go all the way around the card. I got this stuff for a steal of a deal. And now I get to use it. So we're going to use it. I mean, why not? Who knows when I'll get the inspiration to use it again. So I'm going to use it while I have the inspiration to do so. So I do wish, oh, I can add a bigger snowflake. I do have one. We'll layer it up. Oh, there goes my drink. I don't want that to spill. I have one of these. We will cut this one up and layer it behind there. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Most definitely. And we're going to cut it this way. Most definitely. Look at that. It's just going to make it that much bigger. Most definitely. And this one here, that one might have to get underneath there to get it to fit on the card. All right, let's get those in place. And this one right there. That is perfect. Oops. I was like, okay, there's that one. There's my half a snowflake. Maybe it just didn't like this really thick cardstock, and that's okay if it doesn't. That one is almost in the perfect position. I mean, some of you probably have snowflake dies. I know that somewhere in my, oh, we're putting this one just like that one, right up to the ribbon. I have some old snowflake dies. They didn't go with the stamp set or anything, but most of us crafters, if you've ever made a Christmas card, probably have some snowflake dies as well. And this will go up on dimensionals. Let's see. And I need to order some basic jeweled rhinestones. Ooh, wait a minute. I have that whole thing of rhinestones that I got at the thrift store. Where did I put those? Where are my... Oh, I see them. That's what we're going to add to this. That's what we're going to add. I love it. All that work. And yes, it was worth it. This is worth it. So worth it. Remember, I got this like for $5. All right. So we need, do we want colored rhinestones? Do we want great big ones? That's way too big. So that's a no. Let's go down a little size. Oh, these have pretty color to them. The only thing is that's perfect, but I really could have used a snowflake over here. 1, 2, and we'll just have to put one here, but it'll have to be a smaller size. There we go. There's our rhinestones. All right. That's such a pretty card. And I know it doesn't have a truck or anything on it, but hey, it doesn't have to have one. Ugh. Now I got an extra snowflake, and I didn't use that at all, but that's all right. Now I'm going to clean those stamps. So there you have it. Winter greetings, right? Let it snow. That's a snow flurry. Joyful thoughts to you this season. Merry Christmas. Now I got to worry about the real red in my pool party. Oh, it happens. It just does. So thank you so much for watching. I had such a great time creating this card, and it just developed. It developed by putting those little strips of paper there to set off that little small saying in our winter wonderland. So I hope to see you all again soon here in my wonderland. Hopefully you will watch 2B using the sparkling snowflake stamp set, this one here, next, and the Grow with Love label. So I can't wait to work on that card as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon here in my wonderland. Bye bye for now, everyone.